Have you ever sat in a dark movie theater, watching a spaceship dodge a million tumbling rocks in an asteroid field, or seen an astronaut take off their helmet in space and instantly explode like a water balloon? We all have. For decades, Hollywood has been our primary science teacher when it comes to the cosmos. The problem? Hollywood lies constantly. And because most of us don't have degrees in astrophysics, we just accept these cinematic spectacles as absolute scientific fact. We build our entire understanding of the universe on a foundation of special effects and dramatic screenwriting. But the actual reality of space is far stranger, far more counterintuitive, and honestly, far more fascinating than anything a screenwriter could dream up. Today, we are going to unlearn the fiction. I have gathered 5 of the most pervasive space misconceptions that almost everyone still believes. And I guarantee you, by the end of this video, you will look at the night sky completely differently. Welcome back to Hidden Lantern Chronicles. Let's dive right in. Misconception number 1. Asteroid fields are dense, chaotic death traps. We all know the famous scene from The Empire Strikes Back. Han Solo plunges the Millennium Falcon into an asteroid field, dodging massive spinning boulders that are crashing into each other every second. C-3PO famously tells him the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field are approximately 3,720 to 1. It makes for incredible cinema, but it is absolutely garbage science. If you were to fly a spaceship through the asteroid belt in our solar system, the one located between Mars and Jupiter, you wouldn't be dodging anything. In fact, you would be incredibly lucky to even see a single asteroid. The asteroid belt contains millions of rocks, yes, but space is infathomably huge. The average distance between any 2 asteroids in our solar system's belt is roughly 600,000 miles. That is more than twice the distance from Earth to the Moon. You could fly through the asteroid belt blindfolded, with your hands tied behind your back, and your chances of hitting anything are virtually zero. When NASA sends probes like Voyager, Galileo, or New Horizons through the asteroid belt, they don't do complex, evasive maneuvers. They just fly straight through. In fact, when scientists actually want a probe to study an asteroid, they have to spend years doing complex orbital math just to intentionally aim at one, because missing it is the default state of the universe. The asteroid belt isn't a cosmic minefield, it's an incredibly empty, lonely highway. Misconception number 2. Black holes are giant cosmic vacuum cleaners that suck everything in. This is a big one. Pop culture has painted black holes as these malicious, swirling vortexes of doom that actively pull the universe into their gaping walls. People imagine that if a black hole is anywhere nearby, you are doomed to be sucked into it. But black holes do not suck. Gravity doesn't work like a vacuum cleaner. A black hole is simply a massive amount of matter packed into an incredibly small space, which gives it a very strong gravitational pull, but that gravitational pull still obeys the exact same laws of physics as stars and planets. Let me give you a mind-blowing example. If you were to magically replace our sun right now with a black hole of the exact same mass, what would happen to Earth? Would we get sucked in? No, absolutely nothing would change about our orbit. The Earth would continue to orbit that black hole at the exact same speed and distance, 365 days a year, forever. Sure, we would all freeze to death because there's no sunlight, but we wouldn't get sucked in. You only cross the point of no return, the event horizon, if you get incredibly intimately close to the black hole. From a distance, a black hole's gravity behaves exactly like the gravity of the stars. It's not a vacuum, it's just a really heavy, really dark anchor in space. Misconception number 3. If you are exposed to the vacuum of space, you will explode. We've seen it in Total Recall, we've seen it in Outlander. An astronaut's suit gets a tear, or they're thrown out of an airlock, and immediately the movie shows their body expanding and violently exploding. It's terrifying, but it's completely false. The human body is actually incredibly resilient. Your skin is a remarkably tough, elastic organ that is more than capable of keeping your insides inside, even in a zero-pressure environment. If you were thrown out of an airlock without a suit, you would not explode. What would actually happen is a process, ebullism. The lack of pressure would lower the boiling point of the fluids in your body. The moisture on your tongue, in your eyes, and in your lungs would start to vaporize. You would smell up a bit, maybe puff up to twice your normal size, but your skin would hold you together. We actually know this for a fact because of a terrifying accident at NASA in 1966. A technician named Jim LeBlanc was testing a spacesuit in a massive vacuum chamber when a hose disconnected. He was exposed to a near total vacuum. He didn't explode. He later reported that the last thing he remembered before passing out, feeling the saliva boiling on his tongue. The chamber repressurized and he survived with no permanent damage. In reality, if you're exposed to space, you have about 10 to 15 seconds of useful consciousness before the oxygen-depleted blood reaches your brain and you pass out. You would ultimately lose consciousness from a lack of oxygen, not from a violent cinematic explosion. Misconception number 4. The sun is a giant ball of fire. When we look up at the sun, or when we draw it as kids, we draw a yellow ball of fire. Radiation of a continuous 4.5 billion year nuclear explosion happening minus 3 million miles away. It's not burning, it's fusing. Misconception number 5. When you look up at the night sky, you're seeing millions of stars. If you go out to a dark sky preserve far away from city lights, the sky looks like a with powdered sugar. It feels infinite. People often say, look at those millions of stars, but human eyes aren't actually quite limited. Even on the darkest, clearest night with absolutely zero light pollution, the naked human eye can only see about 2,500 to 3,000 stars at any given time. That's it. And here's the part that actually messes with your head. Every single star you see with your naked eye is located in our immediate cosmic backyard. The Milky Way galaxy contains an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, and it is 100,000 light years across. Almost every star you see at night is within just a few hundred light years of Earth. You aren't seeing the whole galaxy. You're barely seeing the front porch of our own neighborhood. The vast, overwhelming majority of the universe is completely invisible to you. Without a telescope, the night sky isn't a window to the infinite. It's just a tiny, localized bubble of light in an ocean of darkness. Space is weird, it's terrifying, and it's deeply humbling. Every time we think we understand it, it throws a curveball that shatters our earthbound logic. But that's exactly why we keep looking up. The truth is always so much better than the fiction. If this video shattered your reality even a little bit, hit that like, subscribe button and share it with a friend or who still the sun is made of fire. This is Hidden Lantern Chronicles. I'll see you next time for more mind-bending science.